You must guessed it. You must have guessed it. Yep, I have tilt issues. Oh my fucking god! Exactly. I'm screaming out loud. Actually, usually I don't scream out loud, but it's exactly this is what I feel inside. I'm fucking going nuts. My body's going crazy. Emotions are fucking out of line. And this is exactly what we're gonna talk about in this episode. You're gonna hear loads of secrets. What happens to my brain, what happens to my body while I grind. So if you don't want to hear about it, just turn off this episode. But otherwise, let's get into it. So don't get me wrong, when I talk about this stuff, like my life's pretty fucking awesome. Like this, what I do usually, I write to my diary, or I do it on my computer now for the poker stuff. Hopefully it's not too dark here. It's good. It's pretty dark, but there's a light coming up soon. So right now, you guys are on a journey with me through my diary. So this is gonna sound like complaining, but this is me ventilating, and you, as my friend, is being right there with me. So yeah, truly, like this year has actually been poker-wise really tough, and this is what we're talking about today. But otherwise, like training with my PT, and she has helped me so much. I know my physical health is so much better than it was like a year or two ago. So this is really amazing. Yeah, and living with ESPEN around, I'm really grateful for that, because I've been really motivated to study and put in effort in the game, and it's working out. It's working out. No, not monetarily this year, but you know, next year, you fucking never know, right? So yeah, just bear with me with this one. So let's jump into this madness. Open the diary, page 1. Alright lads, I've been going back and forth how to really do it, because talking about tilt, there's just so many, I can't even think about them. So I thought, what should I do? And I'll talk about mine. Let's make a tilt profile together. For me, the toughest one has been accumulated tilt. So let's start from the beginning. Describe the problem. So I'm gonna talk like I'm talking to you, but actually this is how I talk with myself. So Benjamin, describe the problem. Yeah. So when I'm really deep in a tournament, or semi-deep, when I have 2 tables left or a final table, if I lose a pot there, man, it really devastates me. Not last couple of days, but a week ago, it was fucking disgraceful. So I'm gonna talk like I'm week behind in my life. And yeah, so when I lose a hand in the final table, I'm like, yeah, I just can't even think anymore. Like, how the fuck does it happen to me all the time? And I'm like, oh my fucking god. So let's get to the second question. So why does it make logical sense for me to feel or think the way I do at that point? Well, for me, it has been happening for a fucking whole year. So 10 months in a row. So when I'm on a final table, when I think about when I lose this flip, I go like, I didn't lose this one flip. I fucking lost them all. I go back in the memory and I think about 10 months ago, 9 months ago, 8 months ago. I never think about the good stuff, but I always fucking think about the bad stuff. So it's all accumulated, and I feel it all now. And it's all this hand, everything, all that fucking pain, discomfort, anger, everything's put in this hand. And when I lose, it fucking bursts. Not a good thing, but luckily we have these questions that help us put it out on paper, ventilate ourselves, and then recognize this. So let's get on to the next question. I have my phone here. Let's check out what's the next question. So why is this logic flawed? That's a good question. Well, it is very tough to answer this like this when I'm midst of the anger, but now thinking back, why is this logic flawed? Let's talk about numbers. Let's talk about math. When I go all in deep in a tournament, you know, even though I study, even though I think I'm better than most players in the pool, the all-in situations, I usually, if I put it in my money ahead, in tournament poker, the stacks are so shallow and AHs are so small when we put in the money. So often, if I get it in, I'm maybe a 5% edge, sometimes 70-30, but most of the time I could be even behind because I have a short stack and somebody makes a perfect play and they call me down with a hand. They have to call me down. They might be ahead or behind, and I end up still losing. But this is what's supposed to happen. We have to inject logic here. When I'm ahead 60-40, this means I win 60% of the time, even though it doesn't feel like, but I also lose 40% of the time. So it has to happen. So really thinking through the math and realizing that we cannot control the variance, it makes it all clear, you know. It has to happen. It's part of the game, you know. Right, so we've done this. We've injected a little bit of logic into the madness that's going on in our emotional brain. So, fourth question. What is the correct way to handle these situations? What is the correct way to handle this situation? All right, we've lost another big pot right now. A big one in a final table. It's been happening whole year. So how do we handle this situation? We inject the logic. We tell ourselves, well, this is part of the game. Math is math, numbers is numbers. You know, data doesn't lie. If we're ahead 60% of the time, we're gonna lose 40% of the time. It doesn't matter if it's start of the tournament or end phase of the tournament. Numbers do the talking, and this is how it is. If I want to keep playing this game for a living, if I want to enjoy this process, I need to accept this. Otherwise, I'm gonna be devastated every single time I finish my workday. So, if you go through these questions and we let it sink in and read these tilt profiles before our next session, then we realize, we learn what we're talking about. We learn how silly it is the way our emotional brain thinks about this stuff. And we change the way we look at stuff. And we can finally smile. Even though we've lost 10 months in a row, we can still smile because we're putting in the hours, we're studying, we're improving, and yeah, we're still here, you know, we haven't given up. There's one more question, but it's pretty much repeating the last one, so we're gonna leave it here. So yeah, so you've heard one of my tilt profiles, which is accumulated tilt, and yeah, I've opened up to you guys. This is like the worst I am when this is the worst I am at poker when stuff happens to me, and this is the worst, the way I think about this game, the worst way I think about this game. But this is not it, you know. If you do this one profile, it doesn't help. So what else can we do? It seems weird talking to you guys here all alone in this empty street. So let's find another place to do it. Ooh. Happy, really happy. Oh, this is gonna get blurry, but I'm really happy that you were here and listened me out. So yeah, thanks for this, man. Oh my god, guys, you can't imagine. I've done this part of the clip like 4 times already. I really hope nobody lives on this street because I'm so fucking loud and I keep repeating myself. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we've done our tilt profile and now it's time to start grinding. We log back on to the Unibet client. And do we think we're cured now? There's no tilt. It probably doesn't work that easy. But don't worry, I have some more stuff to share with you guys. So when I grind poker, before I start my session, I have a pre-made sheet of paper where I have, it's called session notes. So there I write what's the goal of the session, what is the long-term goal of my poker career, what are the top 3 goals for this session. For me, it's bluffing from big blind because people fold a lot, mindset, mental game. So I would notice when my accumulated tilt starts picking up again, starts screaming inside my head. So if I can notice it, I can inject logic really quickly and it doesn't affect me at all. But yeah guys, I can share you the tilt profile, all the 5 questions, one extra one with 5 questions and as well. It's all from Jared Tandler's book, so big shout out to the man himself. And the session notes thing is created by myself. But if you feel like you could use it as well, I have one for studying as well. If you really want it, then text me on Instagram at Estonian Jesus. Hey dude, I really liked your video, or whatever, I hate your mustache, but I really still would like to have that free profile stuff you have. So text me, I can share it with you over there. So yeah, that's the plan. I think we need to go to sleep now, because people on the street might hate us already. Let's go quick. So take it easy, have fun. See you later. Shit! That was funny. I'm gonna let the car pass. I decided, like, I was indoors. I didn't want to be watching the monitor at all anymore, because like every single day it's like I wake up, I run the Sims, everything is going on in front of my desktop, so in front of my computer screen, and it's not good for my eyes for sure. They're still fine, but I don't think it's gonna last. So right now, this was pretty funny. I came outside, I started filming. Just the first clip I made, there was a guy passing me. I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? What do you do?" I saw you made a photo. I'm like, "I don't make fucking photos. We make videos." So I showed him. I was like, straight up, like, "What's the channel?" I was like, "Yeah, 1 year, 1 million. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna make it, right?" Not even close. But ESPEN and Rauno had huge scores last week, so we actually gained like 40-50k last weekend. So that's definitely good news. But yeah, this guy was like, "So what's the channel?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Fuck yeah, it looks cool." Yeah, the trailer is better than all the other shit, so... Oh well, anyway, this encounter made me feel like I should pick you up guys more on the day with me, because, like, I don't know, shit happens when you have the camera. Oh, I'm gonna climb this thing. Just, people really get interested. It's like, what's going on, you know, I wanna join. And so yeah, he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna follow," and he's gonna join us with the travels. Actually, this year has been very, very tough for me poker-wise, and I wanna share it with you and how to deal with it. So, actually, tilt is a big thing. I always actually thought I'm really good with it, but I've been going through Jared Handler's mental game book again. I've done it years ago, and fucking guys, you have to do it so fucking good. Especially when you do the exercises yourself. He writes out so many questions, and I don't know. Let's look around and let's talk about it more. Yep. Oh man, finally it's so nice and warm. I do like the stash here though, but it is close to 3 a.m, quarter to 3 a.m, and people are trolling me for drinking tea this late on Friday night. They're shaming me, man. You know, I got a year and a half left with my bet, so this is how it's gonna be. Be strong, mate. Be strong, you can do it. Come on, mate. Who cares what other people think? Tea is cool, mate. This is my life for next 18 months. Oh well, but yeah, it's probably too loud here to continue this chat, so I'm gonna finish this drink and see you outside. Alright guys, this was pretty much it, but before we finish it off, we have some good news as well. ESPEN was doing a bit of live grinding at Malta. He took part in 2 festivals. One he final table, bittersweet 6th place finish for 20k euros. Bravo, bravo. Dude, I suddenly feel like I'm the chip phrase. I'm Ian Simpson, the newscaster. Shout out to Ian Simpson. He won a satellite to Bahamas as well, 2 weekends in a row. One weekend he bubbled it, made 13k I think, and then he fucking shifted. So congrats and loads of good luck playing his first 25k buy-in. I won crazy. I've never played that big. Wow. But yeah, we were not quite holding our hands in a pocket with Rauno as well. We were grinding online heavy, and luckily Rauno won that 109 bounty for 12k. So totaling 40k week for the team, probably like bit of losses as well, 35k upswing, so that's definitely positive for the team. We can take some shots now again. Woo woo woo. But yeah, hopefully the episode, still we talked about tilt. I shared my emotions with you guys that I'm really trying to deal with, and I really feel like all those pre-game notes are helping me so much, and in-game notes are helping me so much. So if you're still thinking about it, just text me on Instagram. I'm gonna share this stuff with you as well. Those templates, man, they're so easy. There's a question, you answer it. You can be as honest because there's nobody looking at you. It's you and the piece of paper. And man, how good it feels to get it off your chest. So guys, ladies, probably one lady out there. There must be someone out there. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. So yeah, catch you next time. Peace out.